Okay, we are recording. Welcome to the Inspire Beautiful Team call. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. Thanks for hopping on live. I'm hoping that this call can provide you a lot of tangible tips and takeaways. And I have been making tons of resources and goodies that I'm hoping that you guys can implement moving forward. Being kind of like in this leadership position, I want to make sure that you guys have all the tools so that you're set up for success. So I'm going to dive into that tonight. Success Club check-in. We've got Kelly and myself leading the board with 6. We've got Taylor and Logan and Lexi with 4, Marissa, Shay, and Brittany with 2. So far, we have changed 15 lives this month together. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Every month, it seems like it's growing, and it makes me so excited to see. And we've got another week. Yeah, another week left in the month. So plenty of time to continue to pay this gift forward. A couple housekeeping items. Nothing crazy to report, and I do want to talk about something that is not on here. So the May Challenge Pack incentive is the early access to the 21-day fix real time. So all my gals that I'm getting set up with a challenge pack this month, in their welcome email, I'm strongly encouraging them to start with this program. If you guys haven't done it yet, it's amazing. It will be available to everyone May 31st, I believe. So basically June 1. So if you're looking ahead to see when you're going to need a new program, this one is absolutely incredible. I loved coupling it with the live extreme, the real-time extreme. Those 6 weeks were awesome. So just make sure that you're aware of it so that when you're talking to people, you can say, oh my gosh, and you would have early access to a brand new program that not everybody has access to yet. Summit. If you need anything for Summit, reach out, let me know. We're getting close, you guys, and I cannot wait to meet some of you guys, to see some of you guys. From what I'm gathering from the Run Wild side of things within the team, our photo shoot, the individual photos are going to be for diamonds and above. You have until Summit to achieve Diamond, but then there will be obviously like team and group photos that everybody will be a part of. So little incentive for you to hit Diamond before Summit. If you're in need of hotel rooms, seriously, reach out. I can start talking to people. We've got a Summit group going with the big crew. So just reach out. Let me know what's going on. You need to get to Summit. Try to get to Summit. Make it a non-negotiable. You've heard about it for a long time. Get there. Vegan Recover just launched this week. If you have not tried Recover, it's amazing. If you're doing any lifting programs that really make your muscles sore, Recover is where it's at. I don't drink it unless I know I'm going to be sore because it is like another source of like protein and there are sugars in it. So I'm always like mindful of like when I'm drinking it, but when I do drink it, I can tell a difference in my muscles. Vegan, it's finally made with pea protein. So for me, how I am kind of targeting this is in my weekly emails to my clients. And moving forward, like I always offer pre and post workouts when I'm checking people out. So now it's just another thing because whey protein upsets a lot of people's stomachs. I get like almost all my clients set up with vegan Shakeology unless they specifically say that they want whey. So this is huge because pea protein just digest better in a lot of people's stomachs. So this Sunday when I send out my weekly client email, I will be including a blurb about this and probably a link. So you all have your own personalized links that you can send out to people. If you have no clue what I'm talking about or how to access this, fish around, then ask, and I will be more than happy to walk you through it. The last thing that I wanted to talk about that I didn't put on here was kind of Diamond and Diamond Push and Diamond Dates. So obviously I kind of sprinkled that in with Summit for that picture incentive with the photographer. We also are going to be hosting a Diamond Push group. And we're still working out the details of this, but it's going to be a buy-in. So if you're hungry to hit diamond and it's going to be a 4-week period, the buy-in is $40. The idea is that everybody would hit diamond and you would get the $40 back. But if you hit diamond and then a couple people fall short, you have a bigger pot. Okay, kind of just like this incentive to kind of make some extra money while hitting diamond. Obviously, you want to hit diamond for other reasons than that. You want to hit diamond because you're recognized as a leader. You cycle more. Your team cycle bonus will be $16 rather than your emerald rate. So there are a lot of different reasons that you want to hit diamond. It really, really starts your business off. Emerald is turning your car on, turning your business on. Hitting diamond is driving your car, like seriously. And I know, we talk about changing lives, but there's also the ranks that go with it. And you all have expressed to me in some way, shape, or form that you have a financial push, a financial, reason for why you're doing this business. And that's not an icky or scary thing to talk about. But if you're not doing your invites and you're just sitting and coasting at the same spot that you've been, you can't expect to hit those things that you once told me that you wanted. So I'm here to push you if you want to be pushed. If not a big deal. Like, just shake it off, and you don't even have to be part of this push group. But I just want to let you guys know, because there are some of you that are hungry to push for this, and this could be a really awesome opportunity for you. All right. So I asked you guys recently about or your biggest objection. And money is always what it comes down to. And in all my 2.5 years of being a coach, that is the biggest objection as well, is just money. And it's crazy for me to think about, because like when I started this, I think my challenge pack rate, it was over $200. That's what the challenge packs were going for 2.5 years ago. And they were worth 3 Success Club points. So you only had to sign up 2 people a month. It was kind of crazy, but it was more expensive. But thinking back, like saying, I spent $220 for this gym membership, for this community, for all of the things that it comes with and how it's changed my mindset and my body. I'm like, I would pay that over and over and over again. You guys, this is my belief in everything that we have to offer. And so I just want to tell you that it starts there. It starts with that belief. So even if you're a newer coach and you're like, hey, I'm still doing my first program, or just finishing up my first program, I'm not sure about my belief, start believing in this. Start looking at all the success stories around you, because the more belief that you can convey and the stronger your mindset and the more confidence you have when you are talking to someone, that's where the magic happens. And that's where you'll start to get less objections, or you can just not feel defeated when you hear no. And we go for no, you guys. Like, we absolutely go for no. Like, I never send a very first message with the intention that they're going to say yes and check out within that week. They're going to be interested. We might chat back and forth, and then they're probably going to be my follow-up next month, and maybe even the next month. And that's fine. And I go into that with that mindset, because that's this business and we have to be patient with it. So this call is not going to be about mindset. I wanted to lead with it because the rest of this call is very like boom, boom, boom. This is what you can say. These are the prices. This is what you have to know. This is what you can do. These are your options. But I truly wanted to start and preface this call with the fact that you need to have that belief. You need to have that confidence. You need to lead with that. And you also always, and I've done calls on this, and we can have a one-on-one call with this. Your conversations cannot be word vomit. It cannot be price driven right off the bat. You've got to ask questions. You've got to dig deep. You've got to connect with them, connect your story, your why into that person, because that's what's going to draw them in. Not Beachbody, not Lift4, not Transform 20. It's you, your story, your questions that you're asking, and how you can help them reach their goals. You've got to start with that. Okay. So now we're here and you've got your person and they're interested. Okay. And so you've done the steps. You've talked about the fitness. You've talked about the nutrition. You've talked about the groups. So what do you say? You have any questions? Yes. How much does it cost? Lead with a challenge pack. And I've started doing something different. I've started giving options. Okay. So I'm giving a variety of options. So typically, if I'm just on Instagram messaging quick, what I say is, this is the typical package that I get somebody set up with, but there are a ton of other options based on your goals, based on products, and based on what you need on your health and wellness journey. But here's the package that I get most people set up with, and I send them the number 3 option, the $180. So I'm going to walk you through these. So annual all access with Shakeology. That's $160. That's all that it comes with. There's no portion containers. There's nothing. Okay. There's also the ultimate portion fix with Shakeology. That does not have BOD. That does not have like the 40 plus workouts. It just has the 2. Okay. So number 1 would be if they're super fitness focused. Number 2 would be they've maybe got their own fitness routine and they're just looking for some nutrition. Okay. Number 3 is my favorite because it comes with the all access. It comes with Shakeology, loops and sliders, and the portion control containers. Number 3 is the 80-day obsession package. So in your share a cart, that's number 3. Okay. That's always what I do. And then in my welcome email, and again, I've posted my welcome email on the team page. I'm more than happy to share it with you. But I always say your package says that it's an 80-day obsession package. You do not have to start with that program. And I kind of walk them through that because I don't want them to feel like they just signed up for 80-day obsession. They probably don't even know what 80-day obsession is. And then the number 4 option, it's the annual all access with Shakeology and ultimate portion fix. So that is like the best of the best. It comes with all the new UPF videos and resources and logbooks. And that's for $245. These are not your only 4 options. And if you're like, holy crap, I've never seen these numbers before, here's what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to go onto Share a Cart. I encourage you to put in, I'm sure you guys have 2 email addresses at some point. You either have a work email, a personal email, maybe use your mom's email and put in like your mom's email, her name, and checking her out as a customer and start clicking through the options. The graphics are there to help you guys. The graphics show you everything that comes, but this is your job and you have to be knowledgeable about these options. So I'm going to bounce really quick over to my Google Keep to kind of show you how I have these typed out for when I'm either emailing with somebody or talking to somebody. Okay, so I have my typical, my 180 price. I have my 160 price breakdown. This is what I say every time. This is what I've shared you. I always don't say the price right up front. I always put it towards the end because if they're just looking at the little pop-up screen on their phone from your message and see $180, they're going to put it down and they may think, oh my God, it's $180 a month. They may not even read it. Okay, so always lead. And a lot of the times I'll like tweak these and I'll capitalize the price for a year of the workouts and I'll like capitalize it and like really emphasize that it's a year membership. But then this is what I've started now doing. In terms of price, there are a few options. I always say low, you'll get a year access, blah, blah, blah. That package is $160. Always say everything that you're going to get. 1 level up. Okay, this package includes everything that the low option has. And then obviously I didn't even put the prices in here. So I'm still working out the kinks on this, but this would be the 180. I'm gonna put that for my own. And then this package includes the year of the workouts. And then this is the performance line. Okay, the performance line this is either 200 or 220. And then the best. So this is how I've worded it in an email to somebody before, the best. And then this one's $245. And then I add this little blurb. What I love about all these options is that it replaces my gym membership for me. Everything that's included is absolutely incredible, and it's truly helped me on my journey and continues to each day. So be knowledgeable, make up your own low, medium, and high, low, medium, and best. I don't want to say high because then it's like high price. I like to call it the best, based off of what you like on Share a Cart. Okay, you might not want to offer UPF because you don't know much about it and you don't feel comfortable doing that. So start looking into a couple other packages, but I highly encourage you to go with a low, medium, and high option for when you're talking to people, because more likely than not, when like you're looking at options, like you don't want to go for bottom of the barrel. You might not go for best of the best, but who knows? They might go with the medium one. And if your medium option is a $220 option, that's more commission in your pocket. Okay. So don't be afraid to lay other options out for them. Don't feel like you're restricted by the 160 or the 180. Okay. So here we go. You give them a price, and here's your objection. What you guys have been saying that you've been getting this entire time are money objections. Okay. So I've got some scripts for you guys. And I will be posting these in the team page if you want to take a screenshot. I encourage you to make these your own. So still too much money? All right, girl, well, let's look at some other options because I want to help you at least get started. So what do you feel is most important for you to get started with? Nutrition or fitness? Again, you're asking her a question. Okay, so she says fitness. Okay, so what do you think of first starting out with just the workouts? $99 for the whole year. But then I'm still adding in that blurb. Keep in mind, for only $60 more, you can get that first month of shakes. But if you just want to start here, we can totally do that. What do you think? Guys, you're not going to get a Success Club point for the $99. But here's the thing, okay? We are in the business of helping people. We're not in the business of getting a Success Club point. We are in the business of changing lives. And if somebody says $160 is too much, meet them where they are. You don't know if next month they're going to sign up for Shakeology. You don't know if next month they're going to want to turn into a coach and be your next rock star because they love it so much. But by you shutting them down because they're shutting you down with your first offer, you're limiting your possibilities, okay? So if they say that they just want to do nutrition, there's just the UPF option. Okay, so I can get you just the nutrition option for $110 for life. UPF, they have it for life, not a year. That's the same with 2B Mindset. So our 2 nutrition programs, they're life. Okay, keep in mind though that you can get your first month of shakes for only $50 more. What do you think? You're still pushing the challenge pack, but offering less. Okay. I don't want you to feel like you're restricted to only doing a challenge pack because volume is volume. You'll get commission still. And again, this might be the next rockstar coach on your team. You have no freaking idea. That next month, they may fall in love with everything and they may be like, I want Energize, I want Shakeology, I'm obsessed with everything, sign me up. But you can't discount them because they're hesitant, okay? Okay, so still not going for it. Still not going for either of those options. Okay, so I only have 2 other options that I think could still be a good fit for you to start. But it doesn't get you the biggest bang for your buck. You're still being real. Sorry about the typos. My nails are getting long and I'm struggling typing with them. So I've got like weird numbers in my texting or my typing. Okay, so you're still kind of like, I can still help you. Not the biggest bang for your buck, but let's see what we've got. We can get you started with just the workouts in my virtual gym for 6 months at $60 or 3 months for $40. And then again, keep in mind, then you're going up that next level and reminding them. But if we need to work with a budget right now, we can do that. So are you ready to get started? Okay. Disclaimer here, especially if you're kind of going back and forth about money. It can be really touchy for some people. And you need to be extremely mindful of how you're coming across. If you get to this point in the conversation, I highly suggest ending it maybe with a voice message, some emojis, because if you type things out in a certain way, it could be like, so are you ready to get started? Like, you don't know how the other person on the other line is perceiving what you're saying, especially if they're like, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. Think about how you feel when you can't afford something. Embarrassed, okay? We've all been there. So that's the last thing that you want to do. So be mindful as you start going through this new process, how you're coming across. Don't be afraid to send a voice message and sound cheery, positive. And here's the other thing. They still get a spot in our virtual gym. They can still join, whether you're on Facebook running the groups, they can still join our challenge tracker app. 100%. You want to give them the full experience because, again, you don't know what they're going to be. Okay? You just don't know. You can only control what you can control. This is our job. Be the best coach that you can be and offer all these options. Don't offer this first. This is your last resort. Challenge pack and then work your way down. Okay? And keep asking those questions. And always throw in here, if they say, I've really got a wedding that I'm trying to shape up for, or, I'm going on this trip, or I just am wanting to feel confident in my skin again. Start sprinkling that in there. Those are their pain points. And, say, I know that you really want to look your best on your sister's wedding, being the maid of honor. And I know that this can help you. This has been the game changer for me. Put it back on them. But you can't know that unless you're asking those questions. So be an amazing coach. Okay. They still say no. Bless and follow up. Not bless and release. Bless and follow up. Okay. No matter what option they go with, whether they go with a challenge pack, whether they go with the 99, the 60, the UPF, the 30, the 3-month, whatever it is, make a pipeline for that. Okay. If you're not using Google Streak, pipeline is what I'm talking about with Google Streak. You might have another way of tracking. I'm not going to get into Google Streak on this call, but put them in a pipeline according to what their choice was. So then if they signed up for the 3-month, you're going to follow up with them in a month and see how they're liking everything. See if they want to do Shakeology. See if they want to up their package. Okay. See if they want to try Energize. See if they want to try their performance line. Okay. Send them a card with Shakeology samples or Energize samples. And you guys, that you obviously need to keep up a home direct order every single month. Typically, we all do the Shakeology. But you can change your flavors. You can also change your packaging. So if you've got a full bag and you're kind of getting a lot, next month, switch it to whatever flavor you want, but do the packets. The packets only come with 24, so it's a little bit less, but then you also have packets to send to people. Okay. You can also buy, like if you're having a great month and you have some extra cash, you can buy a Shakeology sampler on top of obviously your home direct, because you never want to get rid of that home direct. It screws with your coach account. And you can get a sampler package and just use that to send out to these people. Okay. I'm not telling you to send out samples to everybody that you're talking to, but you'll know when those people are like on the fence, or you're really jiving or connecting, or they sign up for the 3-month, those are the people that you're going to want to put a little extra love on. Okay. We help them just the same. Again, I can't stress that enough. We are coaches. We help them just the same. Okay. So before I go on to our next section, is there any questions about what I just went through? I'm going to check the chat really quick. So Lydia, do you lay out all 4 options out in one IG message? So when I've laid out these 4 options, it's been in an email, which I personally think looks a lot nicer. What I've been doing tonight, because this is a week system that I've been putting into place, I give them the 180 option, wait for them to answer, and then I say, would you like to explore or hear about some of the other packages? And then if they do, then I'll start piecing together a couple other ones. I probably wouldn't put it all together in one message because that's just super long. If I told them about the 180, then I would tell them about the low and then the best. and then let them make their choice. Unless they're super jazzed about the 180 option, do what you feel is right. Before you even get to the price, you could say, I can break this down. I've got about 3 options for you. Is that okay? And then you can send them, okay, here's option 1, 2, or 3, or you could always ask them for their email address. There's a lot of different ways that you could go about it. Any other questions before I move on to part 2 of this call? I'm super pumped about. Okay. All right. I've been making things for you. I'm going to be trying it next month. I'm hoping that somebody else is going to try it too. Let's talk about free groups. This is something that we don't talk about on our team. On my team, in the bigger team, we just don't talk about it. Lots of coaches run free groups. Okay, there's tons of trainings, there's tons of calls on them. You can check them out. But I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks for what I think would be best for running a successful free group. Two things that I would suggest, of course, these are always suggestions. I suggest that you run a free group after you hit Success Club so that you're not banking on your free group, because it's never a guarantee. You can't guarantee that these people are going to say yes after. Or running your free group like towards the beginning of the month or like the second week of the month. So then you're not shooting yourself in the foot and saying, oh, well, I ran the free group, almost the last week of the month thinking that they were going to sign up after, and now I'm not hitting Success Club. Okay. I just don't want you to do that. So those would be my 2 tips for you on when to run a free group. My plan is to hit Success Club early in June and then run a free group after I hit Success Club in June. My other tip would be to run it with a friend at first, because this is probably going to be one of your first times running a free group. You're going to want to talk about it. You're going to want to invite anybody who's ever said no, who's ghosted you, who's given you an objection. You're going to want to talk about it on your Instagram story. You're going to want to put up a poll. And then your free group should be no longer than 7 days. Typically 5 days is key. And you're going to be exhausted after you run it. And you should be, because you're pouring your heart and soul into this free group and making it the best of the best. Okay, run one once a month if it works for you. If it flops the first time, I don't want you to discount that it is a flop and that you should never do it again, because every time you fail, you're failing forward, you're learning a little bit more, and you can tweak it to see if it gets better. Maybe after you try it 3 times, you're going to be like, this isn't for me. Or you might be like, this is awesome. I'm having so much fun. I want to run a free group every single month. Okay, so free groups. Now, this is not my idea. I've stolen this idea because we don't reinvent the wheel. But to get them set up, I'm going to pull this up. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay. And you don't have to take pictures of all of this, but I'm going to put all of this in the team page. I'm going to make like a file that says free group resources. But what you're going to want to do for anybody who wants to sign up for your free group, okay, your week-long, your 5-day-long group, you have to sign them up with the 3-month trial, the 3-month membership, not trial, the 3-month membership. Okay, so it says, please go to Beachbody On Demand, click sign up in the top right-hand corner. Once it takes you to packages, select the 3-month membership plan with the 14-day trial. You're going to want to give them your coach ID number. Okay, so if you're running this with somebody else, like, you've got to make sure that you have your people and your friend who you're running this with has their people, and that it's not crossing, if that makes sense. If you're running it by yourself, you can just post this right in the group. Okay. So they will have to enter in their credit card info, but it won't charge them until after their 14-day trial is up. Okay. So after you run your free group, you're going to give them directions and reminders and say, you will be charged on this date. You will be charged, whenever. This is how you cancel, but obviously like the goal is that they're not going to cancel and that they're going to upgrade to a challenge pack. Okay. So again, I have all of this stuff for you, so don't worry. Okay. So then what do? You run your free group. So I've made a virtual gym inside look PDF. So this is something that you would share in the file section. I would run this group on Facebook and you would share this in the file section. You'd also get their email. You'd share it with them there. Okay. I left my name off of it. This is a team use thing. This is for all of it. Okay. If it's not your words and you don't feel like it sounds like you, sorry, make your own, but I'm hoping that you can just use it and go, okay? I want this to be helpful for you. So it just says, welcome, so happy that you're here. Keep in mind that everything we do in this group is just like our regular virtual gym, but you'll get even more when you join. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's explore some new workout programs, meal plans, what having a bomb community can do for you in this blah, blah, blah for accountability, okay? The more engaged you are in this group, the better. Did someone say giveaways? Okay, I'm going to give you some ideas for what to do for giveaways. Any questions, just ask. I'm here for you every step of the way. Then I've provided a 7-day workout calendar. Even if your group is only 5 days, they can still have the 7-day workout calendar because they have a free 14-day trial. I've broken it up into no weights needed and weights needed. Okay, so each day pick the workout that you want to do. So on Monday, they could pick either one of these. If there's a day that only has one option, everybody will do that workout. Okay. Note, I made the note about Transform 20 in there. Okay. Then continuing to scroll down, you're giving them a sample meal plan. Okay. Keep in mind that when you join my virtual gym, you get a more customized meal plan based on your goals and your program. This is not a prescribed meal plan. This is designed to give you an example for the next 7 days. Okay. They could print this off. They could write it in. Then broken it down even further and actually typed out examples of meals so that they can have a good idea because they just might not know. Okay. So this is a great, great, great resource to provide to anybody who you want to get set up with a free trial. Even if you're not running like a free whole group, you can still get people set up with free trials. Okay. And you can provide them this tool. I've also made you headers, virtual gym inside look free 5-day group or free 7-day group. And again, this is just simple. I just wanted you guys to have something so that if you were like, I want to do this like June 1 and plug it in, you've got all the pieces to do it. Okay. So aside from that, what you're going to do is you're going to check in to your free group every single day. You're going to do group. Okay. You're going to do some sort of a check-in post every single day. And then like the morning, you're going to want to do some sort of a giveaway. And here are my easiest giveaways. Okay. Starbucks on you. You can send it digitally. You can send them a $5 Starbucks gift card. Enjoy Starbucks on me, your day one's winner. Thanks for checking in. Love it. Okay. Amazon has Maven Thread headbands. They have it in 2 packs. They have 1. Okay. You could also send them a cute like coffee mug. Like everything should be under $10, you guys. Like I'm not asking you to shell out money here left and right. And you could also say, like if you have your packets of Energize, that can be a giveaway too. Okay. Like you don't have to go crazy. But you want this group to be fun and engaging. You want to have them check in somehow with a GIF, with what workout they did, with what a sweaty selfie. Try to provide as much value as you can in this group. So Monday, give a motivation tip. Take a tip that you're learning about in your PD book or that you heard somewhere and give them, a motivation Monday and then a check-in. On Tuesday, do a tip Tuesday. Either give them a fitness tip, read the Beachbody blog. There's fitness tips on there. Then go live or, type up a little post and give them a fitness tip. Wednesday, maybe do a water challenge, Water Wednesday. Give them a little taste of it. Thursday, share a recipe. Friday, you're closing out the group. Okay. Then when the group is over, 5 or 7 days, however long you want to structure it, you're messaging each of them, thanking them so much, asking them what they loved about it, asking them if they would like to be a part of your massive, regular, full-blown virtual gym. And then from there, we'll talk about how to kind of like structure getting them then signed up with a challenge pack if they just want to stick with the 3-month trial, whatever that may be. So those are my tips for free groups. I'm excited to try it out next month. I'm hoping that some of you guys are too. I'm going to check the chat really quick to make sure that there are no questions. Yay, excited, excited, excited. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that you guys are pumped about this. Okay, cool. I realized last week or 2 weeks ago when we did our last call, I have these quotes in there and then I didn't even like talk about them or show you guys. So I was like redoing my slides for today. I'm like, oh, these were nice leadership quotes. So leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. That's like us in a nutshell, you guys. We need to relate to our clients, but also motivate them. Okay, so you're showing up every single day and you're showing your workouts, you're showing your healthy eats, but you're also showing your life so that they can relate to you. Okay, if you're not showing that, they can't relate to you. Because if I looked at a girl and I was like, okay, she works out, cool, she eats healthy, cool, but what's going to draw me into her is that she's a newlywed, that she loves to travel, that she loves spending time with her family, okay? And that maybe she loves makeup or that she looks like this on a day-to-day basis, that she's a teacher too, okay? And then like if I want to start a workout program and be like, oh my God, that teacher on there, she works out all the time and yet she still loves her life, I'm going to message her. But if you're not showing that stuff, they can't relate to you, okay? Then my other quote, the secret of leadership is simple. Do what you believe in, paint a picture of the future, go there, and people will follow. You guys can do this. Every single one of you can do this, and my belief in every single one of you is through the roof. Like I wish that we could all be in person and I could hug you and shake you and squeeze your shoulders and be like, you can do this. Like just go for it. Like don't let fear hold yourself back. But me believing in you is not going to do anything because it's you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in everything that this has to offer, and you just have to go for it. Okay, so the belief has to start within you. I can believe for you all the heck belief in the world, but you've got to believe in you. So that's my call. That's what I have for you. Any questions on pricing, packages, free groups, anything? What you got? Happy birthday, Lex.
I have a question, Janine.
Yeah.
So I was talking to this girl and we got to the price part and, she was like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. But she's not like financially stable and wants to wait till her like finances are a little more ideal, I guess. I mean, I totally get her situation, but, would it be like inappropriate, I guess, to go back to her and give her some of those like cheaper, less priced options and see if she's still interested or?
No. So I heard something today, and you can never worry about annoying somebody or being icky if you fully believe in it. And you fully believe that this has the power. So I think that you could go about it a couple different ways. So you could either, if you're getting a free group on the calendar, you could invite her to that and go that route first. Or you can say, when would be a good time to follow back up with you? That's always a good one to ask. So then you can, put the pressure right back on them. Or you could just go from your heart and be like, I was really thinking about you. And, I know that you really want to get started and that, now might not be the best time, but you've just been on my mind. You've been on my heart. And I was just thinking, there might be a couple other options that we could work with. Would you be interested in hearing those?
Okay.
And just go that route. And, if you lead with kindness and you lead with heart, no one's going to fault you for that.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad that you guys are excited about this. And I know, again, that it's new, but as we start to like work things out and you guys start diving in and trying things, if there are kinks, if there are questions, like let's talk about it all together, because that's how we'll learn and that's how we'll grow and that's how we'll be successful with this. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to stop the recording.